Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here.
He is our team.
This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. What's going on, everybody? It is Friday. It's the Rico Report. We doing big things. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. I'm your host, and we are ready to kick it off with something a little new. Did you not notice what we did today? We had a little interview today, and I'm curious. Bing Squad, hit me up. How y'all feel about it? Friday Night Live with your boy Rico, but before I kind of prep you and kind of warm you up with a little player interview, I had the chance, I had the opportunity to sit and chit chat one-on-one with Tyler Matakevich. Yo, that was, man, I'm fortunate. I will say this, man. I'm fortunate to actually sit and talk to these guys because you go into these interviews not knowing a thing about these players, not a thing. And you kind of spend a good half hour chatting with them, and you end up leaving wanting to root for this player. And I'm rooting big time for Tyler Matakevich. Now, if you guys are not knowing what I'm talking about, do me a favor, hit up the links. I'm gonna post the link in the bio. That way you guys can hit up the interview that I did with Tyler Matakevich. It was super dope. And I hope I had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed it. I noticed there's a couple people making comments on the hoodie. What? Yeah, your boy got the this. I'll tell you guys. These are the new alternate BF. That's the alternate BF logo. It's like the alternate jersey. And this is what we're rocking with. I'm telling you right now, man. This is it. This is that clean look. If you guys are feeling that, you guys already know where to go get that. The BF merch store. Come on now. It's the BF merch store. Y'all go hit that up. Y'all know what it is, man. So, folks, let's get right into it, man. We got a lot of things to talk about. First and foremost, a big shout out to Tyler Matakevich. I want to give him a big thank you for sitting down. Special teams ace he answered some pretty tough questions that I put him into. And he came out of that unscathed, and he did a hell of a job. So that was pretty dope. And we're going to get right into it because I asked him about some pretty tough questions. And I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all about the release of Quentin Jefferson and the release of John Brown. Let's get right to the shits. First and foremost, Quentin Jefferson, I did not expect that to happen. I really didn't. Because of his versatility, because of his ability to play inside and outside, I'm like, you know what, we should be able to retain him and go from there. But they saw otherwise. I guess they saw him more of an edge player. We already have Daryl Johnson as an edge player. We already have AJ Epinesa, Jerry Hughes, Mario Addison as your edge players. So if we're gonna make room somewhere and we're gonna give opportunities to other players, why not get rid of Quentin Jefferson that saved us over $6 million? It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So I'm all about that. Sad to see him go. The one thing that I was very I guess impressed. I'm gonna say impressed that Butler was able to remain on the roster for now. He was able to remain on the roster, and I kind of put two and two together to find out like exactly what is it that made him stay on that roster. Let's see something here. Folks, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna go on my phone right now while my computer boots up again. It just froze on me just like that. I don't know what happened. So if we're still live and we're still rolling, there we go. Just like that. Technology, man, that could be a bitch sometimes. So let my computer get its act together, and then we're gonna keep rolling. So I was talking about Butler. Butler was able to remain on the roster. Don't know how, but he made it happen. So here's the deal. Here's how I look at it. If we're gonna really dissect as to how he was able to remain on the roster, I'm gonna tell you how it is. If you look at the depth, we got Ed Oliver, we got Phillips, we've got Star Lotulelei, and then who else? And Butler. And if I'm missing someone, let me know. So here's the deal. At the end of the day, they're not sure what Star Lotulelei is going to be able to give them. So if they're up and got rid of Butler just like that, then you're stuck with Phillips, Star Lotulelei, and Ed Oliver. And Zimmer. Excuse me. Thank you. And Zimmer still got to prove us. He's still got to prove some things to us. So we're not 100%. I'm saying ready to go all in on Zimmer. Not that he's some trash. He's definitely not. However, we just don't know. So if we go all up and get rid of, if I guess we have all the confidence in Star Lotulelei and we get rid of Butler, and then Star Lotulelei ends up being not what we thought, and Zimmer ends up being not what we thought, then we're stuck with just Phillips and Ed Oliver. And I don't think that they're ready to bank on that. So right now they've got to keep Butler for now until they figure out what they want to do. Free agency is still rampant. Like there's gonna be a lot of guys let go, i.e., Geno Atkins could be available. So we're gonna find out what really goes down. So the fact of the matter is this: we kept the depth at DT. We were gonna have depth at DE, and we might be drafting a defensive end. So you got to make some room. On top of that, further news: you even have Mario Addison restructuring his contract. Actually, let me rephrase that. Taking a pay cut. My man took a pay cut to either remain on the squad, or they say, hey, we're gonna cut your ass if you don't take some money off, because you see what's happening right now. And I don't think you want to be searching all over the damn league to find yourself a home. We brought you here for a reason. However, you're gonna have to take a little pay cut. So Beane worked that magic. Beane worked that magic to a T. And by him working that magic, and I'm gonna try to set this damn computer up again. By him working that magic, he was able to do a few things. Sign Milano, sign Daryl Williams, which I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna break that down a little bit. But he had to let go of a few players. Now, here's what I want to talk about. All right, let me set my phone up for the moment while I set my laptop up. Okay, here's the deal. I need to talk about this John Brown situation, and it's too bad that I can't do it right now on my laptop. But I'm gonna get that fired up. How I was surprised to see how emotional acting like John Brown was some Hall of Fame, Pro Bowl type receiver we just lost, and oh my goodness, like we didn't win 5 games without him. Like we didn't draft Gabe Davis to take over and do what he did. Memo to everyone. Let me get right close to you guys. Let me tell you something. The best deep threat on our team this year was not John Brown. Our best deep threat was Gabe Davis. Hate to break it to y'all, but that's what it is. So people all upset and all emotional about the loss of John Brown. Man, cut it out, man. This is a business, and he knew it. And if you're gonna act like you didn't know John Brown, shame on you, and shame on your damn on your agent as well, because your agent is supposed to hook you up and let you know exactly what the team wants to do with you. He's supposed to tell you what your available markets are. He's supposed to be your guide. Now, if he didn't tell you, hey man, they might be cutting you, I call bullshit. You fucking knew. You don't play me. Don't play me, John Brown. And then here's the worst part. Hey, John, what were your conversations with your agent when it came to the decision of you being released by the Bills?
paraphrasing here. Well, they didn't really let me know. They just up and cut me, and I mean, I'm kind of really surprised that that Josh Allen didn't say anything. I'm kind of surprised that Josh didn't talk to management and keep me around. First and foremost, I'm trying to get my laptop fired up, right? First and foremost, Josh Allen hasn't even got his bag yet. How you want him to advocate to keep you at $9 million when he's still trying to get his own contract? So I'm going to take care of your pocket before my pocket gets taken care of. Your pocket is going to affect mine. At the end of the day, it's business. And my man took it emotional. He went the emotional route. And it kind of turned me off a little bit. I was like, yo, there's the PR of saying, you know what, it is what it is. It's a business. They did what they had to do, and I'm gone. Or be straight upset and be pissed and say, you know what, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I really want to stay with this team, and I'm disappointed that they didn't say that instead of going around and Josh should have did this and Josh should have did that. No, Josh shouldn't have done shit. You know what I'm saying? There is some say that a quarterback should be able to have on some personnel. That's my opinion, though. A lot of people don't feel good about that. That's my opinion. But at the end of the day, John Brown, yo, you've been in this league long enough, man. And let me remind some folks that have forgotten that John Brown had a chance to sign with the Bills. And you know what he did? He chose the freaking Ravens. So we went to get you, and you're like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go to the Ravens. And then the Ravens poo-pooed on your ass. And then we brought you. So guess what? It's business. It's business, my guy. I couldn't believe it. Josh should have advocated. He should have said something. Way to throw your damn quarterback under the bus, first and foremost. Unless you had conversations with Josh Allen, and maybe we weren't privy. I mean, a lot of people weren't privy to it, but you had maybe a conversation with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's like, yo, man, maybe I can talk to Coach McDermott. Maybe I can talk to Beane. I want to have you back, and I'll see if I can put a good word in for you. Highly doubt that happened, but I think that's what you anticipated that was going to happen. Usually that happens with a star player. John Brown was not a star player. Loved John Brown as a complimentary piece. Loved John Brown as a starter. He was like the kindling. Am I saying this right? I'm not an outdoors guy. But when you go camping and you want to start the fire, and you take the that brushed wood, that little skinny wood that can just light on fire real quick. So that was John Brown for Josh Allen, right? We needed to start the fire. So you put the kindling in, and then there goes the fire. And that's what you did, John Brown. You did your job as the guy that started the fire, which is Josh Allen. And Josh Allen was on fire this year because of what you did for him. And you did your job. You did your job. So let me mute this for a quick second because I'm back on.
Here we go. There we go. We back on it right now. I apologize. Now we're back on. Golly, the laptop just kind of cropped out on me. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to keep going on my rant. So, John Brown, we appreciate your services, sir. We appreciate your services. Smash that like, and then we keep going. You know what I'm saying? You did your job. This is the NFL. This is the business. It's a nasty business, but this is the business. We brought you in to kickstart and give him a receiver that's reliable, a deep threat, and someone that's going to catch the ball. You did just that. Nothing wrong with that. We signed you on a 3-year deal. 3-year deal, right? And you know Beane. Beane doesn't sign you long-term and keep you long-term unless you really balled out. This is the business. He signed you for a 3-year deal. We got 2 good years out of you. Actually, we got 1 solid great year out of you, and then we had a kind of hurt year. Not your fault. It's just the nature of it is, nature of what is going on. But here we are. Year 3, he was like, man, I can either keep you at $9 million or I can cut you. I constructed this contract for this very reason. You knew that too. You know the deal. Everybody knows the deal. It's the business. It's the business. unless you sign a contract like Kirk Cousins, where your years are fully guaranteed, sorry, brother, not gonna work. That's not the way it works. Am I preaching or not? I'm just sick and tired of people acting surprised, like, oh my gosh, we cut John Brown. And let me break something down to you. I gave 5 reasons on Twitter. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons on Twitter that he should have saw this shit coming. Here are the 5 reasons that my guy John Brown should have saw this shit coming a mile away. Number 1, we drafted 2 receivers last year. Not 1, but 2. And these 2 receivers are known for making big plays, contested catches, right? So that's flag number 1. Flag number 2, $9 million we save, or $8 million we save out of you. That's 2. Number 3, you were hurt. You were hurt last year, and it's not a new thing. You're not one that normally, you know what I'm saying, stays healthy all day. There's sometimes you have nagging injuries, right? Number 4, we went 5-0 without you. Without you in the lineup, we went 5-0. If the offense dissipated, if it just went to shits and we couldn't move the ball, got you. You have the leverage to come and say, you know what, yo, y'all went 0-5 when I was in the lineup, but we went 5-0 without you in the lineup. Writing is on the wall, my guy. So we appreciate your services, sir. Your services were admirable, and we keep it pushing. That's it. Josh should have talked to Beane. What is that? Anyway, moving on. Moving on from John Brown. I appreciate your services, John Brown, but we're moving on. Now, one thing I didn't see coming, though, I did not see coming was us signing Matt Milano. Did not see that coming. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm happy that he's back. How also? Hold on a second. Let me go back. Yeah, let me go back. Somebody said I'm wilding. Why am I wilding? Because I'm speaking the facts. If I could give you, if Elite Patch, B Patch, if I could give you the link right now, I'd invite you on, and then you talk to me how I'm wilding. I'm just speaking the truth. The fuck? I'm wilding. I gave you the points as to why he got let go. How am I wilding? We got a younger player in Gabe Davis that emerged. We drafted 2 receivers. We saved money. You got hurt. We went 5-0 while you were out of the lineup, and you're at the end of the contract. I'm wilding, though. This is the emotional fan I'm talking about. Take the emotions out of it. Don't be emotional in this, man. This is the business. This is the business of it all. And I don't even hate John Brown. I like John Brown. John Brown was excellent for us. 1,000-yard receiver. We didn't expect 1,000 yards from him, but we got it. Like I said, he was the kindling to the fire that is Josh Allen right now. He got the fire started. Thank you. And the fire now is going to warm up Buffalo. Buffalo's a cold city, but we got a little flame. We got a fire in Josh Allen. And now we have some nice complementary pieces that are going to keep that fire going. John Brown, you contributed. You got the fire started. Cole Beasley got the fire started. But guess what? It's a business. Cole Beasley's probably got another year or 2. And if he continues to be the baller that he is at the slot, he might continue to play in this game. But guess what? Here comes Isaiah Hodgins, a slot receiver / outside, 6'4". Can go inside, can go outside. Come on, fellas. You don't think Beane didn't see this through? He knew what was happening. He knew what time it was. Big baller Beane knew what time it was, man. Come on. Y'all in your emotional bag. Yo, get out of that. Are you trying to win championships or be in your feelings? That's a quote from my guy, Bobby Ray. Are you trying to win championships or be in your feelings? Beane is definitely not in his feelings. He knows what time it is, man. He was 1 game away. Anyways, rant done with John Brown. I respect John Brown. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even hating on John Brown. Trust me when I tell you that. I like John Brown. But the game is what it is. The game is what it is. Cameron, you're speaking facts, Rico. Thank you, man. God damn. Let me get my. I'm speaking. Yo, you're speaking facts, Rico. If you don't think cutting Brown was worth the signings today, you're wilding. Let me get into another one. Thank you, John Brown. Why? Thank you, John Brown. Because your contributions to the team, i.e., your money that we saved by releasing you, was able to get us 2 solid contributing players that is going to be the future of Buffalo for at least the next 2 to 3 years. Daryl Williams and Matt Milano. So thank you, John Brown. Because of your services and because of your contributions to the cap, we were able to sign 2 solid players that were a big help to getting us to 13-3. Am I lying? Am I lying? I'm speaking facts today, man. Maybe that little power nap I took earlier just woke me up. Come on now. Shit. Now let's get right into it, man. So we were able to sign Matt Milano. Now that was the one that I did not see coming. I did not see the signing of Matt Milano coming. I surely thought that he was going to test the free agency and be gone. Now, hold on a second. Yo, say it with your chest, my guy. Yo, I should have put my shit to say it with my chest. You know what I mean? I'm not playing. Rated R Rico tonight? Nah, no rated R Rico. I'm trying to cut down on the cussing. You know what I mean? But I'm just keeping it real, man. Funny enough, John Brown is nicknamed Smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And guess what? There was a little bit of kindling. The kindling starts it off with a little smoke. And the smoke turns to fire. Smoke is gone. It's over with, man. Yo, I killed myself. I killed myself. Thank you very much. Somebody got me started on that joke. And here we are today. Now, Matt Milano. Yo, my wife is not feeling me right now. She is not feeling me. She cannot with me tonight. I'm just saying. Yo, Chewbacca says he wants that hoodie. Hold on. Let me hook you up. Let me hook you up. You say you want the hoodie. Now you're going to put your money where your mouth is. Why? I'm going to show you why. Because if you want the hoodie, let me show you where you can go get it. Right here. That's it. There's a link. It's the bffanshop.com. You want to support BF? Let me show you. Yo, go cop this bad boy right here, man. Yo, that shit is clean. And you see, once you get that, you let me know. And I'm gonna hook you up. I want to give you something. I want to give you a gift. Put the code in Rico Report. You'll get a percentage off. That's on me. Rico Report, you get a little something from me. Go get that merch. Back to your regular schedule program. Matt Milano. Linebacker, from safety turn linebacker, can cover, can tackle, instinctual, one of our best linebackers on the squad. Dude is legit. You can't even hate. And the fact that we were able to bring him back at $11 million. Brandon Beane once again. Back at it again. Brandon Beane, you did it. I don't know what you are saying to these players. I don't know what you and the agents are talking about. I know for sure that this whole pandemic season, lower cap, all that stuff is definitely an aid. The teams are in more control. Unless you're a superstar player, the teams are in all the control. They've got all the control. Because right now they're like, either you're going to take that 1-year deal or you can find yourself maybe sitting out a year. So right now, Beane's in a lot of control. And what he's doing right now is he's signing these guys to 2-3-year deals. And in 2 years, he's out of the deal. And that's how the ball keeps rolling. And by next year, we're at what? $182 million for the cap. That shit might go up $30 million next year. And now we're back to playing ball again. But Matt Milano signing back next to Tremaine Edmonds. Let's go. Run it back on defense. Now, here's the real question, though. Are y'all willing to draft another linebacker? Just in case. Or linebacker's good. Because according to my guy Bobby, and I trust everything that man says when it comes to the draft, this is a deep draft at linebacker. Dare you ignore the linebacking position just because you sign Milano? Do you bring a depth linebacker in? Do you try to find a tweener, safety / linebacker that can be in coverage, that can tackle? Those are a lot of questions that we have, man. So it's very interesting. Ryan Thiel, what's going on, Ryan Thiel? Rico, loving that hoodie with the recent signings. Where do we go at 30? Guard, edge, corner, or running back? Here's my thing. At 30, I'm now looking because we just signed Daryl Williams. I'm going to get into that as well. But I'm looking at right guard because Feliciano, I thought with us not signing Milano, which I thought was going to happen, it would be Feliciano or Daryl Williams. But we were able to get Milano and Daryl Williams. That I did not see coming. So Feliciano being on the outs allows us to now focus on free agency if a guard comes out to play, or we go right to the draft. But I'm in the mindset of trading back. That 30 pick is just as good as 34th pick, 35th pick, 36th pick, right? Unless there's someone there at 30 that you really love. Like, I don't know who's going to be sitting at 30 that we really love. I don't think that we need to draft a running back at 30, unless that's someone that we really love. Javonte Williams, I like a lot, but Javonte Williams is very similar to Zach Moss, right? He's a little more explosive than Zach Moss, but very similar in back style and styles of running back. So that, to answer your question, Ryan Teal, I'm trading back. I am trading the hell back, and that's for damn sure. I'm just going to read some super chats as we do this. The Dominator says Milano resigning is great. What was the record without him in the lineup versus Smoke out of the lineup? Ooh, you trying to take shots. Well, here's the deal. With John Brown out of the lineup, we went 5-0. With Milano out of the lineup, I think we lost 3 games. I think we went 3-6, 6-3. Can't remember. I think it was like 6-3, something like that. So Milano in the lineup, I don't think we lost any games. So there it is. I see what you're trying to do, Mr. Dominator. Trying to throw shots at John Brown. See, I wasn't the one that threw shots at John Brown. I was just keeping it real. Now, that was a shot at John Brown. I was trying to be nice. Scott Blakely, Rico, love the interview with Dirty Red today. Congrats. I appreciate that, Scott Blakely. I appreciate that. You know what I do appreciate? I appreciate the for those that are tuning in and watching these player interviews. Can I tell you something? Can I be real? Can I be honest with you guys? It's not easy reaching out to these players because they're so busy and so on and so forth. And the fact that we can do it, I'm at the mercy of when they're available. So I have to kind of switch up my schedule and make these things happen. And I'm glad to do it because I actually love doing this. But it's a lot of work to try to move around and work around the home life and the work life. And I work overnights. So you got to go at their schedule. And we found a nice little system. We've got a nice little system going. So I appreciate the fact that you guys appreciate the content being out there because guess what? Ain't nobody else doing it. I'm just saying. So shout out to the team. Y'all know who you are that make things happen. Shout out to the guys that put the promo out, all that good stuff, man. It's a team effort. It's not just me. It's a team effort. So I appreciate you guys noticing these interviews and content that we create for you guys. I appreciate that very much. So moving on. So I'll just put it this way. I'm glad that Matt Milano is back with the team. I'm glad that we have the ability to now not be in cap jail. The base salary that they gave this guy is ridiculous. I think it's like $4 or $5 million. And it's money. And I'm super pleased about that. So much appreciated. Did you bring something for me? Yeah. Guess who's joining me, folks? You guys have been asking for this individual. She's made it and she thinks she's cool. So here we are. Matt Milano back with the Bills. $41 million, 4-year deal. And just being paid $11 million. He was slated to get paid 14. So they said his market was $14 million. So guess what? We won that one. We won that deal. So Brandon Beane, fantastic job. Fantastic job, Brandon Beane. Now, the one move that I'm super pleased about, Young Thriller, King Thriller. Let me. I see King Thriller sent me a message, so let me see if I can find King Thriller's messages. By the way, shout out to each and every one of you guys tuned in. This is the Buffalo Fanatics, brought to you by Manscaped, because without Manscaped and without a lot of the contributors that have been putting work into the Buffalo Fanatics, we can't do the things we do. And most importantly, shout out to the Bing Squad. The Bing Squad is where it's at. My wife right now is struggling to bring the chair in. First of all, turn the chair. Go push it out. Push it out. Turn it around. Sideways. Pivot. Pivot.
I can't.
Pivot.
Shut up, Ross.
And now slide it in.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. Slide that bitch in. Anyway, so congratulations, Milano. Welcome to the squad again. And he's a smart guy because he knows that if he went anywhere else, you know who was going to be paying for him? The likes of the Jets, the likes of the Jaguars, the likes of, guess what, losing teams. So you want to get the bag and go to a losing team? Fam, you know where it's at right now with the Bills. The Bills is where it's at. So cut it out, know your role, and come back to where you belong. And that's with the Buffalo Bills. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Let me bring the wifey back into this because she wanted to jump in. So let me open it up. There she is.
Asshole. Pivot.
Pivot.
Oh my God.
There she is. Would you say hello to everybody? Don't be rude.
Hey, God. I'm trying to get my shit together. I don't know if you've noticed. It took me 15 minutes.
Don't be rude. Say hello.
Hey.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Let me move over.
Oh my God, I can't.
There we go. So wifey wanted to be in. She's in now. And
It's hot in here.
the duo is back. The duo is back. Anyway, somebody says stop trolling. I'm not trolling.
Yes, you are.
No
always.
troll. No troll. Wifey's back.
Oh, fuck.
Thoughts on Addison? Kind of hope they released him and focused on edge and free agency. Well, I thought they were. Here's the thing. They brought Addison for a reason, right? And there's a big. By the way, everybody's saying hello to you.
Hey, hi.
There's a reason they brought
Oh,
Addison, because A, there's experience with McDermott. B, the guy was consistent, right? He did like 4 straight seasons of 10 sacks. Maybe last year was an anomaly that he didn't get the 10 sacks. We put a lot of money into the free agents that we brought in: Q Jefferson, Butler, Addison. So we can't get rid of all of them because it'd make Beane look like a bum, right? And say, oh, I made a mistake if you cut all 3 guys. So he got rid of 1 and he's kept 2 because I believe he believes in these guys. It would have been nice for us to keep all of them, but hey, what are you going to do? Not much you can do about that. Now, but Addison coming back, I think and I like Addison. I was fortunately able to interview him, and he's got a good positive energy. He's a Southern guy from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are just they just know football. So maybe it was just first year in the system with not with McDermott per se, but with Leslie Frazier. Maybe Leslie Frazier does couple things differently. So at the end of the day, chalk it up to first year jitters, right? So let him go into year number 2, familiar with who is around, AJ Epinesa, Ed Oliver, and whoever rookie we decide to bring in, and the rest of the squad, right? So I think Addison is going to have I hope that he has a better year. And don't forget, we got some young bucks around the corner that are going to be pushing him to get his shit together, because if he doesn't, Daryl Johnson's on his ass, Mike Love is on his ass, AJ Epinesa is on his ass. So there's going to be some competition. And on top of that, he took a pay cut already. So it's not over for Mr. Addison. Don't you think it's over now? He's safe for now. But you just never know. I mean, I think they're going to the chances are they're going to keep him. So I'm going to leave it at that. Another super chat coming in. Sean Wilkinson, what's good? Sean Wilkinson, never thought it'd be possible to sign Milano and Darryl this offseason in particular. 3 veterans restructuring. It's obvious the players who know they're on the cusp. Also, where and when did Smoke air out J.A.? He did it on satellite radio, Sirius satellite radio. You got me saying radio. Sirius satellite radio with Solomon Wilcox. I think it's Wilcox. And Solomon asked him a simple question of like, hey, man, what did you and your representation talk about when you found out about you getting released? And he pretty much said, he kind of like, I mean, whether you want to call it throwing the team under the bus, I don't want to use that. But he was like, yo, they didn't even contact me. They didn't say anything to me. All I found out was that I got cut, period. Done. And on top of that, then he started saying, you know what I mean? It would have been nice if, I don't know if they even spoke to Josh Allen, and maybe Josh Allen would have I hope Josh Allen would have said something for me to keep me on the team. Boy, please, man. Yo, cut that shit out. I'm not about that.
It's cry.
I'm not about that. Yo, Bobby Ray says, yo, how did I know Pierre Kingpin would be lurking around somewhere? Yo, you know Pierre's always lurking. That boy always lurking. He's always doing that.
I got a bone to pick with Bobby.
You got a bone to pick?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Wifey said she's got a bone to pick with Bobby. What is it?
I saw your rude message about my culinary skills.
Well, first and foremost, let's explain to the people what you're referring to. So the wife has been watching me cook for a long time now.
Oh, calm down.
Let's be real. She's been watching me cook for a long time, and there's a technique for those that cook. And when you're sautéing, whatever you're sautéing, and you know the wrist flip with the pan, and you got the food go and flip on its own, whether it's a pancake, whether it's scrambled eggs, whatever the case is. This one over here, no one-hand technique. She's two-handing it.
Okay, first of all,
like a
I'm
rookie.
pretty sure you don't complain when I two-hand shit. So
wow,
funny how we're complaining now, but sure, go on.
What moves did you just do there?
That's what I did.
Did you just double twist? Did you just double twist just now?
I might have.
Wow.
No, that's fine. You keep complaining about two-handing and see how it happens. Go on.
So she's like, and I didn't
do it like that. That is not what I.
She completed the
Bobby
move.
Ray, you know what?
But it was just sloppy. It was sloppy. It was very rookie-esque. But anyway, we digress.
Show you rookie.
We digress. Michael Cahan says one Feliciano resigned, but the Williams article said we will not likely resign him. I like the attitude he brings. I like the attitude he brings too. Now, before we even get into that chatter, let me get into Daryl Williams, because then it'll get me talking about Feliciano.
Oh, we ordered a
and somebody got me up. Somebody was upset with me because they kept on saying that I don't pronounce Feliciano's name right. I keep saying Feliciano. Hey man, it's not Feliciano, it's Feliciano. Fine. John Feliciano.
Mario.
All right. Chewbacca. Just order my hoodie. Let's go, man. Did you use the code? Did you use the Rico Report code? If not, good for you. If so, good for you. Now, Daryl Williams signing is huge because it brings back our bookend right tackle. If you guys didn't realize that, but that individual, Daryl Williams, had a hell of a season. And good for him, good for Beane that he was able to work a deal at $28 million, 13 or 14 million guaranteed, and that keeps him on the squad for at least 2 years. That's what we need. And then we can develop whoever we need to develop in the back end. But good for Brandon Beane. Brandon Beane's been working the pen, working the paper, man. He's a paper gangster. I keep telling y'all, man, he's a paper gangster. Somebody just made a comment. Two-hand what? Richard Forbes. Two-handed what do you say? Proceed. Tell me more.
No.
Who said that? Johnny E. Walker says two-hand technique works very well.
Just 500 a month.
Somebody on YouTube was like, yo, by the way, did your wifey start that?
For 500 a month. Sure did, yeah.
You didn't say 500, first of all. You said 5,000.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't. I said 500 because I was thinking it was a discount. I
think you said 5,000, but it doesn't matter. 500. But to answer the question about Daryl Williams going into John Feliciano, we're going to get into that. Chauncey Shank says, Rico, thank you. I like John Brown a lot, but what he said, man, that paints a bad picture. No way he didn't see this coming. He had to be the only person not to see it coming. Boy, he's tripping if he didn't see it coming. You know what the problem is? He contradicted himself by saying, well, you know, me getting injured, them going 5-0 without me. That's it. Stop right there. Me getting injured, them going 5-0 with me. That's it. Then you didn't even have to say them drafting 2 receivers, them saving $8 million. Cut it out. John Brown, you knew what was up. We ain't buying that. You capping. Okay? Stop that shit. Anyway, John DeMarchi for the Dirty Red Invu. Fanatics.
I love him now.
Dirty Ray. Oh, you talking about the you got me saying Invu. The interview was dope. And I appreciate that donation. I appreciate that, man. That was a lot of fun, man. My wife was like, yo, man, that guy's hair is red as shit.
I know. I walked over. I was like, oh my God.
I'm like, his skin is red.
Everything is red.
That's why they call him Dirty Red.
He's adorable, though. No, honestly.
You calling a 6'1", 237-pound linebacker adorable?
Yes.
Boy, he will.
Oh my God. He's like, he's a beast. I don't know. it's hard when you do these interviews.
You get to like
you
them.
Automatically like not everyone.
Who's your favorite interview so far?
But I love.
Who's your favorite interview? And that's a question for each and
You
one
know
of you
what?
guys.
That's a really good question. I love
Which
Dion
one-
Dawkins. But to be honest with you,
Yeah.
now after like all the ones that you've done,
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Gentry fan.
Who?
You heard me.
Say it louder.
Tanner.
Gentry.
And I also love his wife.
His wife.
I love her.
So
Caitlin,
look at this one just
she's
dropping
amazing.
just dropping names and things,
No,
huh?
because I was talking to, like, I was just chatting with her, and I'm like, these people are so down to earth. She's super handy.
She
She
did say
makes you
500.
look awful. Thank you. I know I said 5,000. Come on.
Go ahead.
Anyways, she's super down to earth.
Yes.
He's super down to earth. They've been riding for each other forever. Like, there's just something about them that you got to know. I felt like you really got to know Tanner, and he seems super laid back. He seems super chill. So does she. His questions, like his answers, like, I don't know. I liked him.
Okay. I asked that very same question to everybody
that's
else.
What I'm riding with right now.
And a lot of people are saying that they like the Isaiah McKenzie interview.
Okay,
That was a dope one too.
I can see.
Scott Blake says, "Yo, he likes the ketchup chips."
They're amazing.
Yes, sir. So yeah, which one did you guys enjoy the most so far? Dion Dawkins. I'm seeing Dion Dawkins. I'm seeing Corey Bajorquez. I'm seeing
Dirty
Isaiah
Ride is pretty
McKenzie
cute,
for
too.
sure. Dion Dawkins, I'm seeing. Gentry was a great interview. This coming from Richard Rush. I like that. I like the fact that you know what, Scott Blakely, that's what it is right there. I like them all, Rico. You know what? Give my man a belt.
It is hard to choose.
Give my man a belt,
honestly.
Scott Blakely. And truth be told, I enjoy each and every one of them as well. I really do. And I go into it just being obviously myself. And I try to make them, the key to these things is try to make them feel as comfortable as possible and have something to relate with them. They don't have to be, you know what I mean, like super, you know what I mean, suit and tie, give me, just be cool. Be cool. And that way we can have an organic interview. And I think that's what I've done my best to try to present to you guys as well. What were we going to say?
I feel like after the interviews that we see them as people, not just players.
Absolutely.
And I think that the connection is like you want to see them play
absolutely
harder.
And this is the reason. This is the reason why I do it for the Bing Squad, man, for you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I'm able to do these interviews and give it to the Bing Squad first, because y'all are the squad, man. That's what I'm talking about. So appreciate y'all. I really do. Who do we target in free agency after the re-signings of John after the re-signings and John Smith? So we're gonna have a show on Sunday. There's gonna be me, Steve-O, you know what I mean, my man Steve. I got Nap, I got Clay. We're gonna have a big panel, and we're gonna talk about free agency, because free agency is gonna be rampant next week. So stay tuned. I'm not gonna jump into it tonight, but Sunday, tune in on Sunday afternoon. I think it's gonna be about 1 o'clock. Tune in. Now, here's the deal. Daryl Williams being signed is a perfect bookend. You got Dion Dawkins on one side. You got our guy Daryl Williams on another, signed a freshly new deal. So we got our bookend tackles. Fantastic. Now what? What do we do at left guard? What do we do with John Feliciano? Is he worthy to bring back? Right? We like him. We like him. We really do like him. But is he worthy to bring back? And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. We cannot bring the whole line back intact and bring the both running backs back. That means we are doing everything we did last year. We're bringing it back again and expecting a different result. But we're doing the same actions. What do we call that, babe? When you do the same thing and over again, expecting something different. It's insane. You don't do that. You can't. You don't do that. What are you laughing at?
You.
Because I set you up nice?
You're insane.
I set you up with that one, didn't I? Now, you just can't do it. You can't do that shit. You can't bring back the whole same line. Dion Dawkins, love him. Ike Butker did pretty well near the end of the season. Mitch Morse, suspect. Right guard, question mark. Daryl Williams at right tackle. I like my tackles. I can get away with having my center. Doesn't hurt me, but doesn't make me go, ooh, yeah. Right? And then we have a left guard that's in question, and we have a right guard that's in question. And you know what else is in question? Our wallet. Our wallet is in question. So do you risk bringing back John Feliciano, knowing full well the results of our freaking run game last year? Come on, people. We can't do that. We just cannot. We cannot. Something's got to give at right guard. So if we have to go and get Mariners, whatever that big belly dude is that is doing his damn thing in these combines, shit, let's do it. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's all good. It's all good. Truth to Hearts, my dude, man. Yo, we talking John Brown? He says, we taking this John Brown thing too far. The man got fired from a team that all they say is they are family. He probably assumed they asked him to take a pay cut and not get cut.
Business,
Fair to think that. And I know you're not getting emotional about this because I know you. You ain't that dude. By the way, I haven't tried that lemonade yet. With that pink Whitney, I haven't tried that yet, but I will. But anyway,
that's the stuff I got locked up in.
I know, but my guy, Truth to Hearts,
don't do it.
You got to understand this too, though. It's not that we're taking it far. We're not taking it too far. It's just that had he just, you know what I mean, taken his lumps, call it a day, we cool. But it's a livelihood, right? This is a livelihood. Like, we just cut this man from making some money. But at the end of the day, he ain't poor. He'll be all right. He will find a team. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whether they contacted him or didn't contact him, depending on the relationship they had with him, could they have contacted him and said, hey, man, just so you know, we're going to do this? That's one thing. Now, here's the thing. Y'all already heard it. Squeaky wheel gets the oil or something of that nature, right? So if you know you're on the cusp of potentially not coming back, you hear the rumblings all over the place, and the team hasn't contacted you, do you sit there and just chill and wait? Or do you say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Yo, my agent, call them and find out what the hell's going on with me. Open the conversation up. Now, we don't know if that happened or not, but if it's for me and I got a job on the line and I'm in question, I'm calling to figure out what we can do. Hey, why don't y'all just cut me? Because he was in his third year. You can't restructure a guy in his third year. It's either you cut him and then we bring him back on a new deal, or we keep him. You clearly weren't going to keep him. So then you open the conversation up. Hey, guys, I'm willing for you to cut me and then bring me back on a 4 or 5 year deal, a $4 million deal, a $5 million deal. I'll take that cut. But if you didn't open the conversation up, fam, it's a cold world. I'm not talking about J. Cole. It's just a cold world. I'm on the money today, aren't I?
I don't know what you're on.
It's a cold world. It's a cold world in the NFL. It's just what it is. By the way, there are 276 people watching today.
Holy.
Salute to you guys on a Friday evening.
Wow.
But you're not here for me. I know it. You're here for this
Hi, Krista.
bombshell. Huh? Hey, bombshell.
Fuck right off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Is Crystal watching?
Pivot.
Is
What?
Crystal's watching?
Yeah, she just said hi, Jay. Me.
I didn't see it. Yo, so Truth to Hearts, you see what I'm saying? So like, there's no
Oh no, that's
girl, stop clicking away.
I'm
Stop
so
clicking
sorry.
away. Just stop. But you see what I'm saying? No hate. It's just that, like, if you want this job, you want to be part of it. Look at Milano. Milano's like, yo, I could have gone somewhere else, but I see what's going on. I see the vision. I see the path this team is going. We're so close. I ain't going anywhere else. Yo, I'm staying, man. Yo, let's work a deal out. But he had the leverage. John Brown did not. This is where the leverage game gets played. Some players have leverage, some do not. And John Brown did not have leverage in this one. And let's not forget, you punked us off the first time. We called for you. You said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go play with Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? And then here you are, back at it again. So, folks, no hate. Like I'm saying, no hate. All love. It's just business. Now, John Feliciano, on the other hand, he's got to be looking at this like, damn. Milano got signed. Deserved. Daryl Williams got signed. Shit, that's deserved too. Yo, when am I going to get my bag? Now, the real question is Feliciano trying to get top dollar, or is he willing to come back on a way smaller deal, but not promise the starting position? He has to compete. He has to compete with whoever we bring in. So I'll bring you back. But I ain't guaranteeing a big contract for you. Because if you get beat out by whoever we bring in, whether it's a free agent, whether it's a rookie, you got to compete. Because from what you gave us last year, you fought through that injury, you came back. You got to give him props for that. But like when it comes to the grading wasn't the greatest for Feliciano. Right? He wasn't a very good pass blocker. The grades say it. It's not me hating. Run blocking is his forte, and he was okay at it based on the PFF grades. So maybe they're looking at the analytics because this team is a very analytically based team. They like to look at the analytics. And I will say this. They're probably looking at Mr. Feliciano saying, what you want to get paid, it's not worth it. So now it's up to Feliciano to say, okay, hold on. Let's talk about this now before you cut me. Don't cut me yet. Let's talk about it. You know what they say when they want to make excuses, right? Hear me out, right? Hear me out. I'll take whatever deal he's trying to take and go from there. Whether his representation is doing that, that's a whole different ballgame. But shout out to Feliciano, man. If he does come back, I'd love to have him back because I like that dog mentality in him. However, it's a business at the end of the day. We got to start looking for youth movement. He's a little older. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old he is actually, but I'm sure he's been in the game long. He's been in the game a while. It's not like he's a young buck. But this is a young man's game. So we're going to bring in a 22-year-old, 23-year-old, you know what I'm saying, to come in and compete. So I'd like to see him back, but I'd rather see him back at a capacity of competing, not just given the position. All right, you're a right guard, because that means we're bringing the whole gang back and nothing's changed. Nothing's freaking changed. And I need some changes. So that being said, I wanted to talk about Daryl Williams. We got that out of the way. Daryl Williams, great signing, $28 million deal. I don't know how we got that man for that type of money, but we did. You got me saying Milano when I'm trying to say Milano, but I'm trying to say Feliciano and Milano. Ugh. Anyway, so Milano signing at a $41 million deal. Good shit. Let's keep it going. Pay cut. Mitch Morse. Pay cut. Mario Addison. Cut. Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Cut. Who else got cut? And John Brown. Are there going to be more cuts? We'll find out. You good? Who's talking shit?
Nobody.
Oh, talking about you. Shout out to Caitlin. Yo, you got me bugging right now.
I'm so sorry.
Caitlin Gentry, I see you. Shout out to your man.
Oh,
Yo,
no.
tell him to get ready because he might be our kick returner and punt returner. Just saying. Andre Roberts hasn't been signed back. Isaiah McKenzie hasn't been signed back. Let's talk about that. First of all, folks, who's our return guy? Nobody's talking about that right now. Isaiah McKenzie still could be brought back. And Andre Roberts, who knows what's going on with Andre Roberts if we bring him back. One thing's for sure, when we tried Andre Roberts on offense, the limited opportunities he got on offense, it was underwhelming. No hate, it's just what he presented to us. Underwhelming, right? So are we looking at the draft for a return guy, or are we looking at Tanner Gentry for a return guy? I asked him, hey, if you're going to be on this team, special teams, you know what I mean? Everybody knows special teams is where it's at. Can you return? He's like, hell yeah, I can return. Shit, the boy runs a 4.4. Why not?
Gym rat.
You know what I'm saying? Gym rat, Mr. Hard Worker. You feel me? Quicker than fast. Mr. Welker. Not even close. You guys already know what I'm talking about. John DeMarchi says, yo, just $5 for a ride. Hold on. So just $5 for ride or die Bills fans across the world. Remember, these shows when Rico replaces Stephen A and Skip Bayless. Yo, you a trip, man. I appreciate that, though.
Oh my
but
God,
you a trip.
we have to move. No.
Yo, John DeMarchi, those are kind words, man. Those are really kind words. I just love to do this shit, baby. I love to do this shit. So what the F are we doing at return? McKenzie's not there. And neither is Roberts. And I do not want to see Micah Hyde returning punts. No, sir. No, thank you. Is it Christian Wade? Could it be? Could it be the Brit? By the way, Christian Wade interview soon come. That was for people that
What is wrong with you today?
You never heard people say soon
Yeah,
come?
no, I have. When they're
Okay, well then you know.
Jamaican.
There you go. There you go. For my island folk, you know what it is.
Soon come a little bit.
Listen, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. That will be coming soon. But Mackenzie is not on the roster. He's not on the roster. So right now, it's a matter of, do we bring him back or do we just allow him to hit free agency and go from there? It's not over yet. So that punt return, kick return is going to be interesting. Do we draft a running back / receiver? Do we go after? This is my thing. I think we should consider this. Some people are saying Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel's going to cost a pretty penny. Y'all ready to pay for that? He's not going to be cheap. He's not going to be cheap. Are you guys ready to pay for that? If you are, shit, let's go. I'll bring on. I would love to have a Curtis Samuel, but I don't know if we're gonna pay the money for that. I don't know if we're gonna pay the money for that. Matty Ice, Rico, sorry, I'm way too late, bro. Hey, Queen. You can be saying, hey, Queen. Big Toxic Week. Oh yeah, we got big talks. My man, Truth to Hearts, Rated R Rico. we'll be on, what's that? HBO? Oh shit,
Lord.
Yo, bring me on HBO, man. Let's go. I know we can cuss on HBO. That's what I'm talking about, man. So, that running back Felton, for sure. That running back Felton for sure can do that thing. Now, hear me out on this. Hear me out. Yo, y'all need to stop playing and smash that like button. Yo, my man BB up in the building. Brian Bowers, let's go. Brian Bowers, let's go. He's showing, you know what it is, Brian Bowers. All right, here we go. Hear me out. And I'm not making excuses, because usually when people make excuses is when they say, hear me out. Hear me out, though. What if we brought in this 5'11", 190-pound receiver, but this receiver can take kicks returned. He can take kicks. He can take kicks back. He can take punts back. He can do jet sweeps. He can go down the field, and he happens to run a 4.240.
A what?
Runs a 4.240. Who is he? Who is he? 5'11", $190, runs a 4.240, has been in a situation that just didn't help him out. He needs a new scenery. He needs new scenery. Who is he?
Give us an initial.
I cannot give you an initial.
Ross.
That's giving it away. That's giving it away. Juan Castillo! Juan Castillo! You got it, Juan Castillo. Listen, nobody wants to hear about John. Oh, don't talk about John Ross. Don't talk about John Ross. Why not? Why not talk about John Ross? Yo, he started off the season.
Clinton.
He started off the season smoking last year. You know what I'm saying? And then things just tailed off. You know what I'm saying? Fumbled a couple times, and the coach was like, "Yo, you bet." Like when he first started his career, Marvin Lewis was the fucking coach, and dude fumbled a couple times. Marvin was like, "Yo, on the bench." Way to give the confidence to your rookie to get him back on there. Nope, on the bench. Marvin Lewis is gone. New coach comes in. John Ross starts kind of coming together, and then things fall apart, right? So he just needs new scenery, and this is just my thing. It's not like he has shitty hands. He can play. I think it's all in his head, right? When you've been dropping balls left, right, center, right? Like our guy Dawson Knox, you guys keep telling me this. It's all in his head. It's all in his head. Okay, so let's use that same energy for John Ross. It's all in his head. And here's the real reason that I would take John Ross. Is because of the fear of getting beat deep. You put John Ross.
That's what she said.
To get beat deep? Yeah, I guess you can say that. I'll give you that one.
Sorry.
You put John Ross on the field with Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs on the right side. You got Gabe Davis on the other. Cole Beasley in the slot. And you got a fourth receiver in John Ross. Fam, the safeties are shooketh. You know what I'm saying? Slot corner against John Ross. John Ross might be a decoy, but you got to pay attention to John Ross because guess what? Guess who's slinging the rock in the backfield? That's right, Josh Allen. Slinging that thing. So John Ross could be an option. Y'all may not like it. But I bet you if they brought John Ross, y'all be like, oh shit, hold on a second now. You guys know how we do. Anytime they bring a guy onto the squad, we start kind of making ourselves believe in the person, right? Oh, wait a minute, I kind of like that guy now. I didn't like him before, but now that he's on our team, he's Bills Mafia, right? And all of a sudden we start liking him. I'm just saying, it's the speed. It's the fear of getting beat with the speed is what I'm trying to get to. And then maybe he'll get his confidence back. And how cheap of a deal would it be to get him onto the squad? He ain't gonna command a lot of money. I'll tell you that much. Shit, let's go.
Do people actually agree with you?
Let me see. Somebody said, "LOL." That's my guy, Bobby. Always show me love.
Oh wait, and me too. Clearly.
Hold on. Somebody said Johnny Blaze says, "Yo, Ross can't catch though. Can he? Of course he can.
Can he?
Of course he can. Go look at the film. Not all of it, because there's some drops that he's had, some bad drops. I'll tell you that much. I know that for sure. It's harder to fix mental mistakes. That's what's scary. You know what? And sometimes it takes an environment that gives you that confidence back. And once that confidence is high, man, it's over with. It is over with. Dante the Ghost says John Ross should be the option. I actually like that option. It's just an option. I'm not saying, yo, go get that guy because he's the guy. It's an option. Because we lost the speed in John Brown.
What's the other option?
There's many other options right now. Right now, we can keep it the same way with the roster we have right now, because Isaiah Hodgins is coming back. But we just need another speed guy. We need another speed guy, right? Because we lost that in John Brown. John DeMarchi, Bills 13 or Sabres 6 so far. More wins in regular season than this year. I asked Rico because he is Canadian. I love Canada. First of all, I don't fuck with hockey. Hockey, I don't do. And first of all, I'm sick and tired of listening to you guys complain about your bum-ass Sabres. Stop with the nonsense on my timeline talking about your damn Sabres. They suck. They're terrible. And y'all keep watching that trash, man. Apparently, they opened up the stadium for people to come watch, and they did to season ticket holders, and the season ticket holder said, nah, I'm good.
Oh wow.
19,000 seats. Apparently, I don't know if I'm saying this right. If I am, if you hockey guys, if you hockey people that are in here, dude, Sabres are trash. Golly, man, how you watch that trash, man?
You're so hostile today. What is happening?
I'm not hostile. It's just they're terrible.
Really?
They know.
You're saying it with your chest.
You know what?
Everything.
Right, you know what? Let me. You know what? Wifey she just set me up for that one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of my timeline being filled with Sabres jargon, Sabres banter about your team being trash. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I had to say it with my chest.
Sorry.
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm scrolling through my shit. Oh, McDermott, or what? Not McDermott. Who's Dallin? Dallin is this, and this coach. I don't know who these fucking players are. Stop with the nonsense on my timeline. All right, my timeline is for hip hop music. My timeline is for Bills football and some comedy.
Oh my!
If I want to laugh, I don't want to laugh at the Sabres. I feel sorry for the Sabres.
Why are you such a mess?
Rant done. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I said it with my chest. Damn it. Somebody said Rico's hangy. I'm hangy. Well, God damn it, man. Your team, your team keeps losing, and now you're flooding my timeline with your nonsense. And I've muted Sabres. I've muted Buffalo Sabres. I've muted Sabres spelt the wrong way. I've muted every way that I can get rid of the Sabres. Yeah. Sabres ERS, Sabres RES. Sabres ERZ. Quit it. I'm done. No more. Red done.
Why is it so hot in here?
Red done. All right. Moving on.
Please.
Moving on. Now, here's one thing I need you guys to take heed. All right.
Oh, fuck.
Take heed of this.
I cannot.
We have an opportunity to bring it back, to run it back. And we brought some key pieces back. Milano being a very big piece next to Edmonds. We've got Trey White locked down on one side. Dane Jackson, an upcoming piece. We signed our guy Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer are recruiting out there. They're doing the recruiting, and right now the recruiting is stronger than ever. Fam, we have the ability with a great GM to bring some integral pieces to this team. We got to take full advantage of it. We got to take full advantage of it. And we have a hell of a GM to do it. We got a great head coach to help mold these guys and get them back into it. And once the season gets going, man, Josh Allen brings it back again. We have a great opportunity, but it starts with re-signing our own. And once we get the pieces that we need, maybe one more piece that we need to re-sign, then we can focus on free agency. Now, I haven't checked yet, but have you guys looked at what we actually have in cap space right now with the I'm trying to check on my phone right now with the cap with what the cap is right now with the restructure or the pay cut that Mario Addison took. If you guys have it before I get it, let me know because I'm curious to see what exactly our cap space is. Bobby says
Fuck Bobby.
Bobby says
Over
we
him.
can't afford dick else. Yo, why you gotta use an eggplant for? You could have just spelled it. This motherfucker had to. Yo, you actually went and scrolled in your phone,
look for a piece.
and you're like, "Where's that eggplant? Where is it?
He probably
There it
already
is."
had it on his first view.
Oh yes, you probably. You know what? You probably use it often.
Bobby.
Bobby been sending them
Bobby Ray.
eggplants, huh? Hey, Bobby, who you sending eggplants to?
Me. I'm just kidding.
So Bobby says we can't afford eggplant else.
Fuck.
We cannot. So we're stuck. Yo, if we could be in the Saints position, you know the Saints? Is it the Saints or is it the Packers? I can't remember what it is. But there's a team right now, I think it's the Saints, that are $13 million over the cap. Excuse me, the Packers. I believe the Packers are $13 million over the cap. We are not in that position. That's for damn
You
sure.
believe that, eh?
So we're about, okay, so $8 to $9 million. Thank you for that, Malik. I appreciate that. So here we are. Here we are. By the way, shame on Bobby for having the eggplant. He had to go search for that. You had to go search for that.
I bet he didn't.
You did. No, he
I
went.
don't think he did.
You think he had that queued up already?
I think he had it.
I bet you he has eggplant queued up, smiley face, heart eyes. What else would he have?
I don't know, but Bobby,
The little monkey that does this. I bet you has one of those queued up, all up in his shit.
The heart emoji.
The heart emojis with the stars. The stars around the eyes.
I'm not even trying to defend you anymore, Bobby. Right? It's over.
Holy, hold on a second. Saints are $30 million over.
Whoa.
Golly, man, they're done. They got to keep cutting. Damn. Anyway,
That's a lot.
shout out to Sean Smith. Bring in Trey Hendrickson, Joe Tooney, or Xavier Rhodes. Other than that, thank you, Beane, for re-signing major pieces.
True.
I don't know if we're going to be able to afford those guys because they're going to be asking for a bag. But we are in unprecedented times. They may not be able to ask for the bag. They may be able to say, you know what, let me have a 1-year deal to prove it. And then we'll go from there. Saints are like 50 million over. They can't be Harry B. They can't be. Golly. Beane will never allow cap to get out of hand. That is for sure Scott Blakely. He doesn't allow it. And what he does is he sets himself up for every 2 years. Right?
What do you mean?
He set himself up because what he does is, like, let's just say, I signed a contract to marry you. Okay? The contract is for 5 years.
Bitch.
And you're like, you know what? We'll say 25 years. Contract is for 25 years marriage. However, in the contract, I said after 2 years, I have the option of continuing to marry you or not. So after 2 years, I could be done with you.
I will
Because that's the way the contract works. Now, if you said, whoa, when we're negotiating this contract, you're like, guaranteed 25. Now I'm stuck.
Okay, get over yourself.
Now I'm stuck.
Bitch. It would be the other way around.
Whatever the case is, you'd be stuck with me if I said, whoa, 25 guaranteed. But if I let you construct this contract and you're like, yeah, we'll be married for 25 years. I'm like, oh, sweet. But you're like, but in 2 years, I can look to get out of it. And I didn't really read the fine print. You have every
Here's
opportunity.
Your fine print. You will be in the grave before you ever get.
But
with
you
me.
catch what
I
I'm
would be
saying.
Your worst nightmare.
You catch what I'm saying. So what Brandon Beane does is he signs you for 5 years. He gives you like $60 million. But after 2 years, he can get out of it. So he might say, you know what, guaranteed, I'm going to give you the contract is for 5 years, but I'm guaranteeing you $14 million, right? But after 2 years, I can try to talk to you again. So he'll give you 14, but then the other 30 or 40 millions that he was going to promise you, he says, nah, I'm keeping that shit.
And
That's Brandon Beane.
Our marriage.
That's Brandon Beane for you. Brandon BBB. Big baller Beane. He knows how to construct those contracts, man.
Like, get your ass out of here.
He knows how to construct those contracts. I hope I explained that correctly.
You tried it.
Scott Blakely says, yo, those eyes are starting to burn, Rico.
Right? The fuck about
those eyes are starting to
2
burn.
years, but we good. No.
Yo, Mr. Hoffman says, yo, Rico, 25 years is too long, buddy. Too long, big homie.
No.
That's way too long. You asking for way too much.
Death do us part, and I made that very clear. And you signed for
Yo,
it.
Scott Blakely said, yo, Rico, couch tonight. You know what? I'll tell you this. We've
Not
had
if
this.
I'm drinking.
We've had this conversation many, many times.
Oh my God. It's my house. I will never sleep on the couch.
If we get in an argument, this whole you're on the couch
I could
business, never.
Oh God. Here
We
go.
are in a fight. Scoot the fuck over. This is my side of the bed. I pay half this fucking mortgage. I'm sleeping on my goddamn bed.
You pay all this.
I am not.
mortgage.
What do I look like grabbing a pillow and blanket and going downstairs
There
on
we
the
go.
on the old couch downstairs, turning on Netflix? Get the heck out of here.
First of all,
Move over.
I can't go to sleep angry.
It's not the
ever.
point. The point is,
So you don't
will
have to
never
worry
catch
about
me
that.
on the couch
can't.
downstairs. Not happening.
We'll see.
And our feet better be touching.
I know you always do that.
Our feet better be touching. I don't care how mad you are. Our feet better be touching. That's it.
So
Young King says, I respect it. Young
do
King.
you? Do
Young
you?
King. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You're
Now-
lucky you're cute.
Yo, I got
That's it.
Scott. I knew I'd get Scott laughing on that.
Honest
Thank you,
to
Scott.
God, man.
Thank you, Scott. Yo, we've been married. How many years we've been married? We're going on 12 years marriage.
Oh, shit.
Ain't no sleeping on the couch for me.
Wow. Yeah. 12 years. Fuck, you're lucky.
You're lucky, first and foremost. Anywho, so
Moving on.
yo, nobody puts Rico in the corner. You damn right. Nobody puts Rico on the couch. You damn right I don't go on the couch.
All of a sudden, I hear like the song.
Yo,
coming
fam,
on from
Matty
fucking
Ice is like,
Dirty
yo, that White
Dancing.
Claw's hitting right now.
Right? It is. It really.
That White Claw, that pretend White Claw.
Really
What are you drinking anyway?
It is White Claw.
What do you agree?
White Claw. What the fuck? What do you mean?
There you go. Richard
Speaking
Rush says,
of,
yo,
are
Rico,
you gonna
after
drink
26,
that?
after 26 years, sometimes it's good to sleep on the couch. Nah, fam. I'm
No, first
I'm
of
not sleeping
all,
on the couch. No way.
I'm an info.
No way. Not happening. Not happening anytime soon. Yo, do we cut Addison or do we keep him?
Moving
I've been
on.
hearing different answers.
I'm drinking.
We just made him take a pay cut. So typically when you take a pay cut, like Mitch Morse did, is to help the team have some room to wiggle and make some moves. So I cannot see them cutting Mario Addison. You're cutting experience. I will say this though. I will say this. When I was doing an interview with Rico, what's with the touching feet requirement? I'll tell you in just a moment. When I was interviewing Daryl Johnson, I asked Daryl Johnson, yo, who on the squad took you under their wing and was like, yo, let me teach you some things, young buck. Let me be that guy. He's like, yo, Mario Addison and Jerry Hughes. Those guys are nuts. Wait till that interview comes out. You will see for yourself. So I can't see them cutting Mario Addison, man. They can't. And plus, they finally got rid of Trent Murphy. So, I mean, we straight. What's Malik got to say? Malik made a comment. Where's Malik at?
Down.
Malik.
Down.
Where's Malik
Right
at?
there.
Did
You
I-
just passed it.
Malik says, yo, Bills need a new starting DE. I mean, not really, though.
Mm-mm.
Not really, because we have so much young talent on this team that we haven't really unleashed just yet.
I think this year is going to be great.
You feel good about it?
Yeah, I do. I really actually do.
You feel good about it? I
Yeah.
like that. The wifey feels good,
I
then
really
I feel
do.
good.
And I will cry if the borders are closed. We can't go to the
Ugh,
game.
don't get me
This
started on
year was aching.
You know what, though?
We had such an amazing fucking season and we couldn't be at one.
I don't think we're going to be able to go to a
Game.
game again.
What do you mean?
Because you're gonna need a COVID vaccine to get into. I'm sure there's gonna be a whole bunch of that stuff. I don't
No,
know.
they can't do that. That's
I have
not
no
us.
idea.
Like, no.
I have no idea. But anyway, Starla
Fuck no.
Tulele needs to take a pay cut. Dude, he already did. He took a pay cut. So like,
That is some wild hair, Michael.
Michael's got some white Michael Ruh. He's got
What's
some Michael Ruh.
Say it again.
Michael Ruh. Yeah, he took one already, and then he opted out. So now he's back. It's guaranteed, man. He's not going nowhere. Like, we can't cut him. We cut him, we lose like $11 million. Trust me. We thought about it. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. Now to answer the question, hold on. What is Krista saying? Krista says, what did Krista? Hold on, Krista.
Wow, you are actually awful at this.
No, I'm not, because the chat was going quick. We are heading over to Orchard Park for sure. Krista, if you can sneak us in.
Oh my God, we have
Let's
to.
go.
This is driving me crazy.
Because
Thank you,
us
Krista.
Canadians, we need to be able to have access to get to the damn game.
And it's always my birthday weekend. Always.
So we got to make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So,
happening.
Star, on behalf of the Bills fans, sorry. John DeMarchi. So here's the deal, man. We are $9 to $10 million right now. Are we going to make a few more cuts? Where? If you're actually, here's a question for you guys. Now that we've made some significant cuts, we've made some significant, I guess, contract restructures or pay cuts.
Mm-hmm.
If we're making more room, who on the team are you asking to take a pay cut, restructure, or who are you cutting to make more room on the cap, on the salary cap? I'm curious.
There's one person I really hope now that they do not cut.
Hold on, keep that in mind. Lee Smith retires. That will definitely open some things up. Absolutely. Lee Smith retires. That actually saves us $2.2 million. So yes, that's one.
Yes, Kanika.
Scott Blake says, "Yo, Buffalo Fanatics tailgate. I'll drive in from Chicago. Let's get it done." Right. Listen, Scott. Don't tempt us, because we will do it again. We've had one before. We will do it again, and this time we'll make it massive.
Oh, won't we do it?
Huge.
I don't remember.
All right. Now, back to the scheduled question.
You missed a super chat.
Can you read the super chat for me, please?
I sure can.
Joshua Richardson.
Oh, what's up? Always love watching the show after work.
Mm-hmm.
I think Beanie will ask for Trey White. Okay.
I think Beane will what? Will ask for Trey White.
Ask for Trey White.
Mm-hmm. Dion Dawkins.
Beane will ask for Trey White. Dion Dawkins to reconstruct their contracts. Why? Sorry. Always love watching you and your wife talk Bills talk.
Okay.
The non-vowels are throwing me off because I'm a little hammed. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's okay.
Still.
That's okay. So can you answer that for me?
Why?
You don't want to?
Well, I just feel.
So he's asking.
No, I'm asking, why does he feel like the reconstruction of the contract? Why Dion Dawkins? Like,
I'll tell you
why.
So Trey White. So typically, this is what you want to do. So and this is for everybody that may not understand that, or you do. If you do, great, you understand it. So Dion Dawkins just signed a big, huge contract.
Right.
Trey White just signed a huge contract. So what you can do is you can restructure their contract. So you can take some of their money. Not even prolong it. You can take some of the money and say, you know what? Remember that $9 million I was going to give you in your first year? Mm-hmm. I'm going to give that to you as a signing bonus, and I'm going to restructure your first year.
Borrow the $9. Okay.
So once you give that money as a signing bonus, then that cap year for this year, let's just say they were making $17 million, and I gave them $15 million per se.
You have that too.
Now you can just bring that down to the cap year and bring it low. Now it gives you more room overall cap. So there's 3 or 4 players that you can do that to: Stephon Diggs, Dion Dawkins, and Trey White. Now, let me get into my bag about that. If you go that route, you only go that route to players that you know that are going to be good long term. So they're not going to fizzle out in 1 year. They're not going to fizzle out in 2 years. They're going to be good for the next 2 to 3 years. Absolutely. They did that. They did that with Star Lotulelei, and we are paying for it. They gave this guy a signing bonus, and they took the cap, but now we had to keep him. It worked out for us then, but now we're in trouble because his play has dissipated. It's not as good, but we still have to give him the money. If his play was still great, we're not even talking about it. But a guy as young as Dion Dawkins, as Stephon Diggs, as Trey White, you can move things around.
Didn't he already take one?
He has a huge contract, but if we just give him the contract doesn't change for him. It just moves money around. So we give him a signing bonus instead. Now it brings his first year money down, which then gives us more room for cap. It's very confusing. Don't even stress about it. But that's the situation that we'd be in.
Stress about it. I am.
Yeah.
What?
Don't even try to understand it. Thanks for trying, Jenna. The claw.
I'm trying. I'm
You know what?
trying
I will
to
give this to
understand.
wifey is trying to understand it.
I
and-
really
and
am.
There's a lot of wifeys that are out there like, yo, can you stop streaming? Can you knock it off already and come
I'm
hang
like,
out
I
with me?
miss you. Can I at least come and hang out?
Can you come
Side
watch?
note, it's Friday, so I'm gonna be drunk because I worked really hard all week.
Hold on a second. What's a show that people are watching on like it's a girl show that's on Netflix?
A girl show?
Yeah. Can you come watch Superstore with me and
I
stop
don't-
streaming?
No.
You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that. We ain't trying to do that.
Nah.
But if you guys understood what I was trying to say, you can take those 3 players, move some money around, make their cap hit for this year go down, which gives us more cap room and cap space to sign other players. That's a last resort if we really need some players, but we're not that far off. We don't really need. And plus,
So who?
the
if
draft
you,
is coming.
If they could sign somebody, who would you want? And where
In,
would
in
you
free
want?
agency,
Like, what-
if I was going to
what-
sign someone
right
now in free agency that can
Yes.
bolster this team,
Yeah. would
Hunter
you add?
Henry.
Why?
Hunter Hurst Henry. Triple H, just kidding. But Hunter Henry,
Calm down.
that boy is a nice tight end, but he's gonna cost a lot of money. But he can stretch the field, he can block, he can do all those things, but he's just gonna cost too much money. Zach Ertz is another one, but they haven't done anything about Zach Ertz. They haven't released them, they haven't done anything. So we don't know what's going on with Zach Ertz, right?
Okay.
But tight end is definitely a position that I'm like, yo,
This is
that's
where
the
you need
upgrade that
work.
we need.
Okay.
So here's a question for you guys, right?
Henry is injury big.
That's what they say. But guess what? Buffalo Bills medical staff is second to none. These guys come to us and they miraculously stay healthy. I'm telling you, man. So I'm good with that. You bring me an injury prone guy, you put him with our medical staff.
So
Our
there's-
medical staff will get them right. Trust and believe.
There's a lot of people agreeing with you right now.
I'm telling you, man. Hunter Henry, you bring his ass over. Yo, this offense takes another
It's
step.
like we can't afford him. Okay.
I know, and we might not be able to.
But okay, so you're not answering my question.
What's up?
If you know that you cannot afford him, I'm talking about the people in your reach right
Okay,
now.
so-
Moves that you could make with like realistically. Legit, yeah.
Okay.
Like legit.
Jonnu Smith, the Tennessee Titans tight end. He's only going to cost you like $8 million, if that, right? Maybe less
Which
because
you
of this
just
whole COVID year.
saved.
So $8 million going to Jonnu Smith, I will take. I will
Okay.
definitely take.
Hmm.
Scott Blakely, I appreciate the super chat. He says, on a serious note, Rico, love you and Jenna interactions and can tell your marriage is solid. It's so refreshing to see, my man. You know
Yeah.
what?
Because I would kill
Ring that
him.
mother effing bell for my guy Scott Blakely. Let's go, Scott Blakely. Chi-Town in the building. What's good?
First of all, I'm crazy, and he knows what he signed up for. So
You're
you're
not crazy.
kind of.
Yo, you know what?
stuck
You know
with
those girls. You know those girls that they act like they're bad, they tough and all that stuff. But she's a little kitten. She's a little kitten inside. She's soft. She's soft inside.
me. Bless your heart.
Yeah, you soft inside.
Like you think I won't kill you.
You're such a shit talker. Anyway, Scott Blakely, don't get this girl in her bag, man.
No, I might.
Um,
Seriously.
Now, Dan Arnold is one tight end that I've seen circulate, but never to the Bills though. But I've heard people say that Dan Arnold will be an interesting one. That is for sure. Jonnu Smith, definitely cheaper. I can see that. I know my man Judge Mathis is like he's liking Jared Cook.
Judge Mathis.
He would like Jared Cook to come over, but I'm like Jared Cook. I don't know. I don't know if I see him fitting our team, but maybe he would fit. I don't know. I know the team is looking at the Nico Autry, but the Nico Autry is like 30. So I don't understand what McDermott has the fascination of going with these older cats. Yo, go with youth instead of these older cats.
You call me old?
Nah, but I mean, just like the why would you go with Autry at 30? I don't understand that move. I really don't.
No love for Knox. Brendan.
Who said no love for locks? Brandon, have you just met me? Maybe you haven't just met me. Brandon, Knox, he needs to knocks it off because he actually frustrates me. He really does. He frustrates me with the way this man just like, man, I'm not even going to get into it. Knox, he just needs, I'll be nice. Give Knox another year. Give Knox another year to develop, to concentrate on catching the ball. Third year in the system, should make things work. I'll be super nice. I'm gonna fake you out. Oh, I was gonna fake you out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Now, another name that's available that I would definitely like to see on the squad will be Kyle Rudolph. You bring in a Kyle Rudolph, solid tackler, can get downfield, not as explosive as he used to be, right? A veteran guy at the tight end position that can teach our boy something a little bit. But if we're not bringing Kyle Rudolph in there, then a Jonnu Smith would be a solid addition to the squad. But that's just me. So, excuse me. So to me, at that position, I'm willing to go Ertz. I'm willing to go Smith. I'm willing to go with Hunter Henry. Those are the three that stand out to me. Jared Cook, I don't know if I see the fit there. Dan Arnold at 6'6", maybe. But we're gonna see. So right now, Chewbacca says, "What is the cost? The cost for Jonnu Smith is about like $8 million. Like I think it's actually lower than that. Actually, I think it's lower than that. But eight maximum is what it is." King Thriller says, "Yo, Rico, do you remember that play in 2019 season where Knox ran over that dude? That was hilarious, and that's why Knox needs to prove more for himself." Of course, I remember that. It was against the Bengals. He smashed that freaking little corner. But that's the problem. He's inconsistent. He'll give you something nice, a nice play, and then drop a ridiculous, stupid ball or pull a dumb penalty or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about, man. For real. Okay, so last topic before I get out of here. You've got 3 positions to fill on this team. Whether you fill it during with free agency or you fill it in the draft. Which 3 positions, top 3, that you feel you need to fill immediately? There's a void in this. What are the top 3 positions? I'm curious to see where people want to fill the void. Think about it. Look at our O-line, look at our D-line, look at the cornerback, look at the receivers. We just lost John Brown. You know what I'm saying? Look at the corners. Look at tight ends. Do we need a punter? Do we need a kicker? Talk to me. What are you looking at? Shout out to my guy PJ Mills says, "Yo, cornerback 2, defensive end, and a hybrid safety." Okay, now we talking. Lone Wolf says cornerback 2, defensive tackle, and a guard. I like that guard position. I'm with you. Cameron says OG, DE, and cornerback. Okay. So right now I'm seeing a lot of cornerback 2. So the reason I asked this question, because I'm setting y'all up.
2-word question.
I'm setting y'all up, all right? What are you doing with the 30th pick? Are you going with offensive tackle? No need anymore, right? Offensive tackle's done. Are you going with a guard? Are you going with a defensive end? Right? Do we draft a young defensive end? Jerry Hughes is not young. Mario Addison, not young. You feel me? So we need to make sure that we straight. Defensive tackle. Do we want to go defensive tackle? Are we good with Harry Phillips? Are we good with Star Lotulelei? What are you doing with the 30th pick? 30th pick. What are you doing? Trade down? Get more picks? You still need to make a decision. Let me forget about the 30th pick. What are you doing with your first pick? Your first pick, whether it be in the first round or the second. See, Michael Rue says best available player. But the best available player for where? So let me tell you something. Cornerback 2, I'm not so worried about cornerback 2. I can go in later rounds and grab me a corner. But if snap, somebody said something that I did not expect. Of course, it's Robert. It's Bobby. My man Bobby says, "Yo, still go with linebacker." I need you to explain yourself, Bobby. Get in the comment section. Get in your Twitter fingers. Type it away.
With your emojis.
Talk to him. Get your emojis. Throw me an eggplant in there. I know you like that.
Stop it.
And then talk to me. Right? Let me know. You said linebacker. We just signed Milano. We got Tremaine Edmonds. We got AJ Klein. Tyrell Dotson. What you want another linebacker for? Explain yourself. For me, if I'm drafting with my first pick, it's guard. I'm going guard. Now that I see, that's why I don't do mock drafts. I don't do any of that stuff too early. I need more things to be done.
I'm
Right?
playing fantasy this
So-
year.
What's that?
I'm playing fantasy.
You want to play fantasy this year?
I am.
All right, straight.
I got
You
fucking
got to go
questions.
guard. You go with a beast of a guard, right? Maybe two. Rookie left guard, rookie right guard. You're going to compete with Cody Ford. I don't truly believe in Cody Ford just yet. I'm not giving up on him, but I don't truly believe in him. He's got to make me believe because I don't. A guard to me is something that stands out to me. What's another position that you need something to fill in? And I'm waiting for Bobby. I'm waiting for you, Bobby. Write me why you want a linebacker. Bobby says Beane always doubles up. We signed Addison last year, then drafted Epinesa. Oh, okay. So you're saying we signed Milano, so we're going to draft a linebacker just to double up, just to make sure? Do we not believe in Tyrell Dotson? Right? I'm just saying. Now, Zaven Collins is a freak. If Zaven Collins fell to us, shit.
Samesies.
I'm not playing no games, man. But I can't see that happening. So I'm curious. Zaven Collins for the win? Shit. He's an LB/edge? Okay. So here's the question then. Zaven Collins is available at 30. You taking him? Is that a no-brainer? I'm curious about that. I have a confession to make, though, by the way, folks. Oh, shit. I have Oh, you do have a White Claw.
Vanessa just brought me another one.
Oh, let me taste that shit. Never tasted a White Claw.
It's so good. That's a black cherry one. Oh, relax. Fuck.
That's all right. That's all right.
You're so extra.
DT is a must. Chewbacca says DT is a must. So I have a confession to make. Everybody's in love with Travis Etienne. I don't see anything too special about Travis Etienne. I think Javonte Williams is much better than Travis Etienne. And I said much.
Much? Or just a little bit?
I say much.
Much.
Everybody's all about Travis Etienne. And watch us draft Travis Etienne. I'm like, ugh. Right? Can't hate. I like him, but I don't like him. I don't like him like that. Somebody called me a connoisseur.
Fuck.
Patrick Jarrah says Rico the connoisseur.
Please don't.
That's all I gotta do. If I do,
If
it tastes good to me, I'm great.
No.
So, folks, I don't know, man. Etienne doesn't do it for me. Somebody said, "Yo, White Claw getting that sponsorship tonight."
I'm
Shit.
so drunk.
If you guys know any reps at White Claw, tell them to hit me up. We need some sponsors. If you guys know anybody that wants to sponsor the Buffalo Fanatics, let us know.
Did you not? Never mind.
Beverage places, beers, you know it.
You know what I was going to say, right?
So, Michelle Holloman says, Rico, I say, hey, yo. What up, Rico's wife? So, folks.
You caught us not sober.
I'm about to dip out of here. We got 272 people watching. God damn, I didn't realize we had that many people watching on a Friday night.
I'm so ready.
So, recap tonight. John Brown got in his feelings. He said some emotional shit.
Would you not feel the same way if it caught you off guard and you got fucking let go? I mean, I'm not saying that what he said was right. Like, first of all, you should not have mentioned Josh Allen's fucking name at all. Period. Handle your business, and what happened. It sucks. Own it. Leave with some fucking grace and pride. It is what it is. It sucks. It's shitty. But you know what you kind of signed up for. Number two. No, I don't mean like I'm not.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
No, now I
hold on.
mean.
No. Hold on a second.
Never mind.
No. It's your turn. It's your turn. You know what you signed up for. Tell them.
I do feel like you did sign up for it.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is about.
Yeah. So him saying.
But I do also understand why he's pissed.
Why is he pissed?
What do you mean? This is your life. Like, this is people's life. Like, before we do these interviews with people that you do, you just see them as like players and you're like, oh, that sucks. But you're kind of like, whatever, get rid of them. It is what it is. Once you do these interviews with people, you're like, oh my God, like that's somebody's son, that's somebody's, you know what I mean? Somebody's brother or somebody's whatever. So you're like, fuck, you kind of understand why they're like, what the fuck just happened? Now what? So I get why he's angry, but like, you can't drag people with you.
Like a crab in the bucket type of thing, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean?
Kind of.
You let me go and I'm gonna
Kind
drag a
of.
few people down with me.
Yeah, but I mean, I get being pissed. Like, fuck, that sucks.
How
If
do
you
you
put
feel?
yourself in his shoes, you're like, what the fuck? So I understand. Like, I'd be pissed. But at the same time, it's got nothing to do with Josh Allen. Nothing.
He feels that Josh
That's
Allen,
all you.
How do you feel about him saying, yo, Josh, you should?
No,
you
I
should've-"
think absolutely inappropriate.
Absolutely.
Absolutely inappropriate.
Leave with grace.
Take your licks. It is what it is. You fucking knew it. What it signed up for. That's not on Josh fucking Allen. That's
Hold
on you.
Hold on. Let me. It's like me doing this, right? I pursued
Not
you.
okay.
I pursued you a few years ago.
I pursued you, but go on.
Hold on. I pursued you a few years ago, and I'm like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? And you're
I'd
like,
be
and
immediately turned
we
off,
go on a
first of
couple.
all.
We go on a. We have a couple like texts back and forth,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I see you dating the next dude. I'm like, what the?
It seems pretty accurate.
I thought we were talking, and you go and date with the next dude. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go and do my thing,
right.
and then we happen to be with each other a couple years down the road. We date for a couple years, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. And now
Get the fuck out of here.
and now you start,
dealt with me. You married me.
No. And now you start talking
To
all this
somebody
mess.
else.
No,
I know.
you start
I
talking mess.
understand. I
Like I
understand
shouldn't
what
have
you're
dumped you.
saying.
Oh, you shouldn't have dumped me. We should have talked about it. No. Remember when I tried to come at you last time?
I
And you went out to the.
understand.
So that's John Brown.
You're terrible.
We tried to pursue you, and you decided to say, "Nah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go with the Ravens."
Why you always gotta bring our relationship into
Because that's the
fucking,
best
like,
way to. That's the
metaphors
best.
and shit?
That's the best analogy to use.
No, that's a terrible
No, it
one to
is.
use.
Jason Humbert, what's good, Jason?
I'm
Thanks for another
over
great
it.
show, Rico and wifey. I appreciate you, Jason.
Hot
Jason.
mess.
Are you in Houston? Are you in Houston? By the way, for those that are in Houston or Texas,
What is
wherever you guys
happening?
were affected, how are you guys doing now? I'm
This
curious to
is
see.
my
Has
list.
everything kind of gone back to normal?
Oh my god, ouch.
I hope it did.
Fuck.
Somebody said it's a clickbait take saying Brown is talking trash on Allen.
What does that mean?
Um,
What does that
I
even
don't-
mean?
Because it's not talking trash on Allen, and I don't think that's what
Why
we're doing.
did you bring Allen up at all?
Yo, Bobby, you forgot about that, huh? We went to go after John Brown. So, yo, it is what it is, fam.
Fuck you,
It's
Bobby.
business. Just like you left us at the altar, we leaving your ass at the altar. Sorry. Sean Smith, agreed. Your best RBs are usually found late. People don't realize so many of these big name college RBs play behind stellar lines. So many Alabama RBs that were bust RBs are often found late. I don't share that same sentiment. I feel like you can find great running backs.
Like, what am I even
And they're not a
drinking
dime a dozen to
anymore?
me. You find that one that's baller. Like you can't just find some guy and say, yeah, run. Because look what we have right now in our backfield. Right? Find anybody and just run. No, it's not happening. It's definitely not happening. So you know when you have a baller of a freaking running back. You're seeing that Detroit running back, Swift, he's nice with it. He's gonna be nice for a minute. That's just what it is, though. We're gonna miss Smoke, man. Silas Will says we're gonna miss Smoke. Are we gonna miss Smoke though? Did you miss him when he was off for 5 games? Did ya? Did you miss it? I don't know, fam. I don't know. Which one? Right here?
No.
Sean Smith?
You scroll
I already
right
got-
by it.
I already got Sean Smith.
No, right there.
That was him. I got
If
him.
you want
Silas Whittle. So, Silas, we're not going to miss Smoke. Now, here's where we will miss Smoke. And now, okay, here's I thought I was going to get out of here, but I'm not. So, people are saying that be careful what you wish for with Smoke being gone because everybody thinks that it's just going to be all natural that Gabe Davis is going to automatically become that guy. We are going to, and some folks are thinking we are going to miss John Brown. And we shouldn't be too quick to say that, Gabe Davis is going to be that guy. Now, here's where I can combat that. Gabe Davis doesn't necessarily play the same role as John Brown. He doesn't. But the real reason that we had major success was Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is the guy that makes this thing go.
Yeah, he is.
Obviously, it's not Josh Allen. Obviously, Josh Allen's the big guy, but Stephon Diggs is that dude. And complimentary piece, younger, is Gabe Davis. So that to me is how you combat that. But some people feel that John Brown, we're gonna miss John Brown. But did we miss him in the 5 games that he was away? Not one bit. We went 5-0. So I don't see that argument panning out at all. But that's just one way of looking at it. Now, one more point that I want to make that I think is crucial.
I try, Cameron.
That these restructures that you notice, because a lot of people want to talk a lot of ish, saying, like, you know what I mean? Because we made some room, right? And a lot of guys are like, man, we keep signing all these Panthers players. Panthers this and Panthers that. We keep signing them. We're like the Buffalo Panthers. Notice the restructures that were done, right? Mario Addison, 1. Next guy was Butler, right? We just re-signed Butler. I mean, we kind of we move around. We kept Butler, but we figured some things out with Butler. Who else was a Panther that we messed around with? One more Panther. It's eluding me right now. Andre Smith, former Panther. We signed him to a cheap 2-year deal. Why? Because there's familiarity with our head coach. So had it been another player, I ain't taking no damn pay cut. Are you nuts? But because they've done it, Star Lotulelei being another, there's the other one I was talking about. Because we've been able to, we've played with this guy before. We love the culture in Buffalo. We love the head coach. Coach, yes, I will take a restructure for you. I will take a pay cut because I fuck with this team and I fuck with your movement. That's the benefit of having these former Panthers guys, because they believe in McDermott. So that's why we've been able to kind of free up some space and some money. I just wanted to make that point across before I get out of here. So that is my time. Folks, it's been great. You've been great. Silas Whittle, Silas Whittle said, he said another one, says, if we fix the interior O-line, our RBs will play better. Brown will exploit CB2s when healthy. Remember 2019. I do remember 2019, but we are in 2021 now. All right. 2021 is new and fresh. Out with the old, in with the new. It's just the way it works. It's the NFL. You know what it stands for? NFL, not for long. That's just what it is. That's the business. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. It's just it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. A lot of things are gonna happen. Do you remember when the Bills had to cut Andre Reed, Bruce Smith, and Thurman Thomas all in one day? Weren't y'all freaking out? That's just the business. That's the business. I know a lot of Bills fans were freaking out, but them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. Anyway.
You missed it.
Jenna, see, he said, Jenna, you a fool. What'd you do? You talking shit?
No. Yeah.
You talking shit?
My Instagram.
Oh,
what he's talking about?
Yeah, he's probably talking about you on Instagram. So, folks, that's it for me.
As Bobby.
Somebody talking about can y'all give some respect to Cam Newton? Y'all are hating too much on Cam Newton, man. And I guarantee
you're the biggest hater ever.
But Cam Newton,
this is like the.
Hold on, I guarantee you.
Let me be.
I missed a super chat. Let me go back. I apologize. I try not to miss one.
Why is it so hard?
Missed my last super chat, Rico. My bad, Cam. My bad, Cam. Let me go back. But as I speak on Cam Newton, go and watch the podcast I Am Athlete with Chad Ochocinco, Brandon Marshall, Channing Tatum. You understand? Channing. What's my man's name? What's my man's name? Channing. It's not coming to me right now, but go and look at that.
Magic
and
Mike.
Cam Newton was on that.
Shit.
You will have a much better respect and understanding of Cam Newton. I guarantee you.
Cameron, we're literally scrolling for your super chat
now,
so you know, but we can't find it.
Whether y'all believe in him or not, and whether his arm is legit or not, that's a different ballgame.
Right. Oh.
But he has the intangibles. He's been in the game long enough. He knows how to motivate these guys and get them playing. You just got to give that man some weapons. Now, selfishly, I'm kind of happy that he came back because we're familiar with him. McDermott is familiar with him. So we straight. So I'm I'm glad that he went back to the Patriots so we can sweep that ass again. And I'll take that every single time. Thank you, Channing Frye, for crying out loud.
There you go.
Thank you, Silas. I appreciate that.
Channing Tatum.
I said Channing Tatum
That's
for
some
crying out
shit
loud.
I'd say.
Anyway, folks, that's it for real.
We tried, Cameron.
That's it for real. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate you guys showing love to the interviews that we've been doing. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. So if you haven't checked out the interview that I did with Tyler Matakevich, go back and check it out. The link is in the bio. Dirty Red, man. And I'm telling you right now, I'm a big troll sometimes, and he was a good sport. I played that Renegade song for him, and I asked him, yo, tell me about this. And it was funny. It was hilarious. So, folks,
adorable, actually.
You guys have yourself a great night. You guys have yourself a fantastic evening, a good weekend. It's supposed to be some good weather this weekend.
No,
so have a good time.
It's snowing.
So I guess it's snowing. And this loser over here took out the patio. Why would you do that?
Because you are the worst. You procrastinate all the time and nothing ever gets done.
What month are we in? Thank you. We're in March. We're not in May. We're not in May. We're still in winter. It's still winter.
It's barbecue season. It's plus
girl,
4.
please, you tripping. Anyway, so you guys have a good night. Have a great evening. We will be back on Sunday. We're going to be talking more free agency. There's going to be way more opinions. And it's going to be myself, Steve,
and
Nap, Clay, Zach, and our guy Mitch Broder. Yo, we're going to have a packed show. I tried to get my man Bobby on there, but he think he's spicy.
Nah, Bobby, you
think
and I
you're
are
nice.
fighting after this.
He think you're nice, man. So, and by the way, shout out to my mod squad, all my moderators in the chat. Shout out to you guys, man. Y'all keep the trash off of here. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all doing your thing, man. So, ladies and gentlemen,
but yet still Bobby remains.
it's about that time. You guys have yourself a great night, and until next time,
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
So aggressive.
And I'm gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing.